So now we're going to go back to this video one, which was so difficult for me, and we will go through it again. So I did look online for different solutions for the video scaling problem, and I discovered that basically the best way to do it is through JavaScript, which we haven't covered yet. And while there was a CSS workaround that looked like it would work well, it seemed kind of complex and maybe for the moment unnecessary, especially this week, because next week we're going to have a CSS workaround that is even more simple than anything I can present to you now. So instead, we're just going to find a reasonable scale to put these videos at, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so as we went over in class, here we have this like single column layout that's like really good for YouTube kind of and stuff like that. Or sorry, for phone scrolling. So we'll make a new document, completely new document. I'm going to call it a video reel.html. I'm going to copy this bit over here. My video reel is the title. And then we can, I'll copy this part from here. So we're going to link a style sheet. I'm going to take this video CSS style sheet again, but let's just delete everything and start fresh. And we'll call this video.css is what we're linking. I really like the way that the typeface looked that I had added, so I'm just going to import this display font again from my main CSS. And I'm going to write body font style. We can copy it from here as well. Okay. Save that because it looks great, in my opinion. Yes, okay. So the rest of this okay, so the rest of this we actually liked, I think, what we did for this, the UL part. So let's copy that. And then I'm closing this because I don't want it to confuse me. Okay, so let's copy this UL. We want to keep this UL in a nav, as we have previously done. And I actually found the answer to our header question in the book. It was right on the next page to what I've been looking at during class. So let me pull it up. Okay. So what the book suggests is that, first of all, that everything in the list be in the list. And so basically that I'd not have H1s in the list. That was throwing me off, and it was not a good idea. So here we have instead an li with what would be the site's logo, but it's just a li item with a class which is called title, and that's it. So it's not a different semantic element than the other things in this li. So that's the first the first step to this. Okay, and then we will say ul, and we can say display flex. So we'll use the flex box for this. And then we can do align items. So now the align items center will work because all the items are the same kind of items. So yeah, basically it's just like not recommended to pursue this thing that I was pursuing during class all day, which was to align a UL with an H1. It is of course possible, but it's kind of like fighting against the nature of the items we're working with. Okay, so we're aligning them to center, and then for the logo part, or for the title, we have to add a separate class. So this is on page 433 of the textbook. You can follow this code and it works really, really great. And we want to give it a right margin of auto. So this is going to make it float right, basically. Whereas everything else is going to float naturally left, I think. Yes. And then I also want this title to be bigger because it's like the title and it's special, so I'm going to make it 24 pixels. I think the UL items, yeah, everything is default 16. So this is going to make it bigger and nicer. So let's see what that looks like. Ooh, it's all smushed together. Oh yes, and we have to remove the decoration. So list style, none. I feel like I spent so much time writing list style, none. Okay, great. So now everything is in a line. It kind of doesn't look like this is bigger, right? Looks the same. Let's make it like 30. And yeah. It's still the same size. Why is my life just continuously hard like this? Okay. So we're going to take also, I'm just going to copy this part from the last part, our main part over here with all the videos. Here they are. Okay, so this div class video wall and div class video 1, 2, 3. I changed their sizing over here just in the iframe directly, and I changed their size to the very respectable sizes of 1280 by 720. So 1280 is a good desktop width as opposed to like cell phones, for example. So it'll like fit on your screen. It'll be a little smaller than your screen, but it'll feel nice and full. And let's see what that looks like. Here we go. So this is a good compromise, a good resolution. It's only good for one screen size, the desktop screen size, but since we're going to be looking at how to make variable screen sizes, variable websites for variable sizes, we will do that again next week. Okay, so now let's fix our header so that everything fits. So if the UL is in display flex, we could still have the nav as display grid. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so here we can do a text decoration, none, so that should remove the underline. Oh, this may be what I missed. It should be li.title, not ul.title. Let's see. Yes, okay. Alright, so yeah, this should have li.title. And now we have aligned, finally, at last, aligned navbar and a reasonable width for our videos. This only took a million years. Oof, thank you for bearing with me. And please email me if you have any questions.